Okay.
How good was it to see a guy like Jordan Anthony get in there and have some success?
It's great, man. I mean, he works hard. He's young. He's, trying to make his name. So you can appreciate success when you see people work the way he does, I should say. So it's good.
What was the first couple of weeks been like for you, game action and all that?
It's been good, just it's kind of like, you're not really worried. Like, it's football, you know what I mean? Once the ball's kicked, you're like, all right, we got to get the job done. We got to do X, Y, and Z. So in that regard, it's been, kind of normal. But it's been exciting, man. It's been good, and the team's getting better, so it's awesome.
How would you assess Khalid the first couple of weeks?
It's coming on. Khalid has done a very good job. I thought last week he made incremental steps, and he's going to continue to do that. But I'm very pleased with Khalid and really impressed with his ability to lead. He's trying to do a better job leading. So, but I'm very excited about this week for him.
Where is he better since maybe spring?
Where is he? I think in the leadership piece of it. I think anticipating things is another area he's better at. But, if you were to ask him, he's still pushing to get to where he's on another level. And that's what we're doing right now. But I'm excited about this week. He's had a great week of prep so far. So.
When you say leadership, is it verbal, or what do you mean by that?
A little both, man. But but by his actions, I mean, yesterday. He took the bulk of the reps, just rolling, and didn't balk, didn't do it, he just grinded through it. And that's the type of leadership that I think a lot of younger guys see and are impacted more than what he says,
Is the plan to keep rotating Devin Gill and Josh Ross at that linebacker spot?
I think, again, that's a Coach Brown question, but I think you feel comfortable with both of them. And I think if you have a guy that's fresher, as the game goes, I think you're better for it. So, both those guys are doing a really good job. So it's kind of hard to look at one guy and say, we don't want to put him out there. You know what I mean? So.
What have you seen from Devin Gill in the last 2 weeks?
Production. He's producing. He's making plays out there. He's getting us in the right. If there's a check to be made, he's making the right adjustments. He's just a guy that's. Doing his job, making the contribution. So I've been very pleased with him, and he's getting better. He's better from week 1 to week 2, and we hope to see that again.
With Ross, how have you seen him respond in the sense of he's obviously a pretty young player still in his second year? How has he responded to being able to be on the field as much as he has been?
Just taking advantage. He's not allowing things to chance. He's appreciating and going hard like he does every day. So in my opinion, he's being himself, and embracing it, which is good to see.
There have been a few times in the first 2 games where it gets like third down, Khalid comes out, maybe Noah Furbush comes in. What is the thought process behind that specific kind of change?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Third down, Khalid's in the bulk of them, but just different, different package, different looks, different, based on the team we're playing. We may, based on the tendency or where they are. There's so many variables there, but, we're just trying to get in the right situation for what we can do to exploit what they do. You know what I mean? So.
Does Khalid sort of carry himself as maybe more of an unsung hero compared to guys like Devin Bush or Rashawn Gary on the line?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Just more quiet swagger in the building.
Yeah, he's not a talkative guy, I don't think, unless you get to know him. But yeah, he's himself. He's a lead by example guy. So I think I would agree with you in that regard. But he's still an impactful personality-wise. He's still impactful and a leader on the team. So yeah, I would agree with that.
Got anything else for Coach? Angelique, I think you're thinking.
No. Don't make anything up either, guys. If it's done, it's done, you know? So, all good.
Surprised nobody asked him about Noah.
Someone did just ask
Well,
about
know
Noah.
about his pilot stuff and wanted to be.
Would you fly with Noah Furbush?
You know what? Would I fly with Noah? That's a good question. Here, I know. Yeah, I can say I would after, you know, a couple trial runs, but it's very accountable. It's very accountable. But yeah, he's a brilliant kid. I mean, he's like, far beyond anything that I've been around as a football player. But yeah, he's just a driven kid, man. Unique and very, very tough. So very excited about him and his passion to do that. So yeah.
You're gonna watch that plane go a few times before you get in.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Watch the first trip, second trip, and third trip. You know, then I go, and then we'll, you know. So yeah, for sure.
When you talked about Don Brown earlier,
Yeah.
do you, I mean, is that during the game week plans? You say, you know, Devin, Josh, this is who I would put here. I mean, he's making a decision on the sideline.
Yeah, and in the situation also, like you brought up a good point. Like there's different things going on. Like every team you play, no matter what team you are, there's always, you have to appreciate who's in the game, where the ball is, are you up or you down, you know. So all that stuff impacts your decision. So Coach Brown's decision, or anybody's decision to make any decision. So that's a major factor.
But you're getting a feel for these guys on the sideline too. You maybe know who's kind of in the game a little bit more.
Yeah, and you take note like anything, man. Like you see a person that's in a rhythm, you know, like, you know, hey, keep riding the wave, you know. But I think that situation and those types of things are the most impactful factors when who's in the game is considered. You know what I mean? So.
You say Khalid's been getting the bulk of reps yesterday. Why is that? Why?
Just it was kind of like every Tuesday, you kind of start the week off and you want to start off on the right foot, and he kind of just, wanted to kind of get after it. So we encouraged that, and it was awesome to see. I mean, really attacked the day.
How about the punt block too?
And the pump block, that's another thing.
I mean, I would
It's
imagine
huge.
that fed his confidence a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was a huge play, really huge play, and in the fourth down stop, he had a heck of a play. But you're right; those things piggyback on each other and they snowball. So it'll continue. We still got work to do, but he's trending. His head is down, working.
So one more thing. What have you seen from SMU on film, and what scares you? Not scares you. What
Nothing.
do they do well?
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I get it.
They're a perimeter team, so they want to get the ball on the perimeter, on the flank. So, the quarter, they like the head coach there is known for being like a, fast break, that type of offense. So it'll be, we got to do a good job. We will do a good job in the trenches because it's something we always do, and then just be assignment sound. When they space you out like that, it's all about being assignment sound. Okay, it's just like. It's no different than triple option back in the day. You got a job, you got to do your job. Eyes need to be where they need to be. And so that's what they are. We're more focused on what we got to do.
Right.
And it's no disrespect to them because they're a good team, but we got to do what we got to do. We got to be on our game, and that's where our focus has been since, beginning of time. So we got to do a better job. So,
All right.
thanks, guys.
Thanks.